San Antonio. It's the San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks. Hi, I'm Marv Alvin, along with the czar, Mike Fratello. Here are the player introductions.
Starting at guard, Roger Mason. Starting at forward, Bruce Bowen. Starting at the other guard, Tony Parker. Starting at center, number 50. Starting at the other forward, Tim Duncan. The coach, Greg Popovich.
San Antonio gains control of the tip, and they look to get things started here.
They did a tremendous job of converting a difficult play. Great pass and finish on the alley-oop.
Sets it up. Thomas is going to work. The Spurs are stifling their opponents tonight. Gets two with the finger roll.
Just missed completing a spectacular alley-oop. The pass was there, but they just couldn't come up with the finish.
Camby looking to hit, comes up empty. Shot clock's at 5.
That was an exceptional play. The offensive player cut to the hoop and did a nice job of finishing the alley-oop.
Ward bringing it up court. Thomas working the post. Duncan stopped the offensive player and sent him to the line. That's team foul number 1 on the Spurs. Thomas is no good. He misses both. Number 50 grabs his first board of the game. Parker with the ball. Duncan has to fire with the clock down to 5.
Duncan made a nice move to get open for the alley-oop, but couldn't put it down.
From downtown, hits the 3. Converts even with the defender coming.
That is a tougher shot than it seems. Oftentimes when a man is running at you, you're worried about the contact. You're rushing your shot. A lot of things go through your head. He didn't let any of that distract him.
Basket. Tony Parker able to find his teammate for the basket.
Marv, Parker's a player that plays a mature game beyond his years. He's still improving his decision-making, but his drive and dish game is already putting a lot of pressure on the other team's defense.
Completely handcuffed by Parker. Thomas with no room to breathe, able to finger roll. The Knicks are giving them a lot of room to shoot.
Number 50 made a quick move to get open for the alley-oop. Great job by his teammate to hit him with the pass.
Houston from up close hits the finger roll. Ten seconds to get a shot off. Shot clock is down to 5. The layup doesn't go. Sprewell elevates and shoots. The two's no good. Finger rolls it for 2. Houston right at the basket, drains it, and he'll try to add one more at the line. The Knicks not able to take advantage from the line. The Spurs are doing a sensational job right now on the defensive boards.
They're not giving up any second chance opportunities.
Hits it for 3. Mason answers at the other end. Number 50 rejects it.
His timing was perfect. That was a spectacular block.
That should help energize his teammates at the defensive end. Tight defense by Bowen.
Duncan swipes it.
Parker to the find. He's picked the defense apart with his passing tonight.
Well, Marv, he has that knack for getting the ball to his teammates where they can do something with it. It just seems natural for him, and that's why he's such a great playmaker.
Setting it up. The Spurs are doing a solid job of staying in front of their man. Only 5 to get a shot off. 3 to get it off. Drains the 3.
Here's that play one more time.
Timeout is
for San Antonio.
Ginóbili is checking it off the bench for the Spurs.
Manu Ginóbili.
Set up beautifully by Parker.
What a delivery for the big finish. He's making it easy for his guys with those nice passes.
Ward with the jumper.
Number 9,
Parker with the foul. That's his first personal 13 foul. Ward misses on that one. He hits 1 of 2 from the line. Ginóbili being played by Houston.
That's a definite mismatch when you compare his offensive ability to his man's ability to defend. That's not a matchup the defense wants to see.
Ginóbili launches it. The Spurs open up a 5-point advantage. He doesn't go for the fake. Lays it home. Houston is able to answer at the other end.
He heard the call, Marv, and was able to respond. We should be in for a great showdown between these two guys.
Parker at the rim. Ginóbili with the setup. Allan Houston puts down the one-hander. Houston with a tight-fisted defensive stand.
Get it up!
4 on the clock, down to 3. Ginóbili with the jump shot, the two's no good. Houston is looking very active right now defensively.
He knew there wasn't much time left on the 24 and kept up the pressure to force that miss.
Can't hit from downtown, brings it up court. Ginóbili pulling up from the perimeter, hits the 3. The other team has failed to slow down that hot three-point shooting.
They better start respecting their outside shot or this game could turn into a blowout.
Ward from in close gets 2 with the finger roll.
Been reading the defense well and finding their spots tonight. Their points have mostly come from that mid-range area.
Batted away by Bowen.
He knew exactly when to go for the block. Great anticipation.
Number 30, Frank Williams.
He crosses over.
Let's get another look at that play.
Tim Duncan. That's his second personal. Team foul, number 4.
The defensive foul committed by Duncan. Personal foul number 2. Houston is good on the first. He makes them both. Houston with the foul. That's his first personal, first team foul.
That's his first personal. Team foul, number 1.
10 seconds to get a shot off. From down low, the setup by Ginóbili. Able to finger roll.
They keep knocking down shot after shot. This team looks confident and they're ready to put this one away.
In the first quarter.
He blows the layup. He elevates for it. Sets it up. Only 5 left on the shot clock. The strong finish by the player out of Argentina.
Manu Ginóbili is one of those rare players who has the size at 6'6" and the athletic ability to knife into the lane. He's fearless when he attacks the rim, and we've seen him throw down some pretty impressive dunks.
Duncan practically hugging his man defensively. Layup's good.
Mark, let's watch that one again.
Setting it up. From underneath, Duncan with the assist.
That's a great shot, Mark. A wonderful performance so far.
They continue to hold the lead, but the score remains close. Setting it up on the left. Harrington with defenders all over him. Can't get it to go from in close. Ginóbili challenged by Harrington. They are at the limit.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
First shot is good. Makes the second. Ginóbili gets them all to drop. Williams advances the ball. Just over 11 seconds left on the clock. Comes up empty. Down to 5 in the quarter. He grabs the rebound. Here's Weatherspoon. Well, as the first quarter draws to a close, the Spurs lead by 11. On the shot clock. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. The Knicks cannot beat the 24. It's a shot clock violation.
They really struggled offensively during that possession.
They need to make a better effort to move the ball. Going at the basket. Couldn't get it to fall. He got hit. Had to change it up, and it just would not go. Johnson is all over his man. Sprewell with the shot.
Sprewell is cold. He hasn't made a shot from the field.
Daniels has time, hits it for 3. Launches it from downtown. Misfires from 3. Daniels challenged the 3 and made it difficult for the offensive player to connect.
Mark, that was an example of a great perimeter defense.
Daniels with 3 left. The prayer is no good. Sprewell taking a look from the right side. Four on the clock. Clock's at 2. A second. That's a 24-second violation.
That was not a good possession. Credit the defense for shutting them down.
Advances up court. Bruce Bowen, the strong finish.
The Knicks have a long ways to go and have to be concerned with their poor play on the defensive end. Right now, there are no signs they'll be able to mount a comeback.
Brunson is met by Johnson. Sprewell with position, finger rolls it for two. From the perimeter, Houston with the pressure. The three is off the mark. The Spurs are playing tight defense. Shot clock showing 4. 2 to shoot. The dish off by Brunson.
The Knicks would like to cut into the lead.
Well, the scoring has improved, but they still have a long ways to go. Johnson handling. From the low block, finger roll doesn't drop.
Good interior defense will help win games.
That was a solid defensive play by Thomas. Houston from the perimeter, off the board and in. He's starting to feel it. The other team needs to be careful here.
You're right, Marv. They'll catch up in a hurry if he gets hot.
Daniels working from the middle. Brunson staying in front of his man. Daniels fires. No good from the left of the circle. They are able to come up with the rebound.
The defense did a great job of getting the position on that shot.
Ten seconds showing on the shot clock. Sprewell out of the crowd, able to finger roll. They've put together an impressive stretch, hitting several shots in a row, but they continue to trail.
It's a good start, but it's not enough.
He doesn't bite on the fake. We're seeing some passing by San Antonio. Hits the finger roll. The Knicks are playing better as the game progresses, but continue to have their share of problems at the defensive end.
This lead will be back to double digits if they don't step up the defensive intensity.
Sprewell contested by Williams. The Knicks trail by 6. The Knicks playing airtight defense. Finger rolls good.
They look very, very confident shooting the basketball.
The defense has not looked strong during this stretch. Clock's at 4. Can't get it to go. He had to rush it. Forced to take a bad shot that time.
Nothing he could do but put it up. The 24-second clock was about to expire. It would have been an automatic turnover.
Johnson from close range. Thomas sends him to the line with a smart play.
He made sure the offensive player didn't score.
It drops.
The Knicks are not getting the job done on the defensive end. They need to buckle down and get some defensive stops. Sprewell saw an opening, cut to the basket, and made a spectacular play to complete the alley-oop.
Johnson sets it up on the right side. Camby is fouled and early charge to the tour.
Number 50.
Re-enter. The Knicks for New York now returning to the floor for the Knicks.
Number 21, Charlie Ward.
From in deep, Latrell Sprewell able to hit on the jumper.
Marv, that's the shot you want him to take. You don't want to give him that quick first step, especially going right. You have to try and force him left, or you make him shoot the jumper.
The Spurs are whistled for a backcourt violation.
They need to be careful near the half-court line.
Outstanding hustle by the defense. Johnson right up on his man. Ward stepped out of bounds.
Into the game.
Bowen heads back in for the Spurs.
Bruce Bowen.
The action controlled around the key. Tries one from the perimeter. The three doesn't go.
Camby is not allowing the other team to get many second chances. His defensive rebounding has continued to be very impressive.
He elevates, can't hit from downtown. He bothered the shooter enough to force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense by Bowen.
Number 50.
Covered by Thomas. Comes up empty. Here's Sprewell. The layup doesn't go. The Knicks have been impressive at keeping themselves between their opponent and the basket. Houston bringing it up court. Bowen with a nice defensive play.
A quick hands to strip the ball and run it back the other way.
He bites on the fake. The shot erased by Bowen. Out of bounds on the loose ball. The Spurs have dropped into the key and are allowing the long-range shots. Houston tees it up. The three-pointer is good.
The Knicks are looking very active on the offensive end. The momentum is on their side.
Thomas swats it away. Defended hard by Daniel. Sprewell hacked on the way up, and he'll head to the line.
First personal. Team foul number 1. Shooting 1 for the Knicks. Latrell Sprewell.
The Knicks have solved the defense and are right back in this game. They're playing with a lot more energy, and they're getting good looks on the offensive end.
Brings it up court. Off the mark from the top of the circle. The ball being worked around by New York. Sprewell defended by Daniel. Clock's at 3. Houston pulls up. The long 2 doesn't go. We're seeing particularly effective defense being played by Daniels. Thomas contests the shot. Can't find the hole. He didn't get the block, but prevented the basket anyway.
That's just good hustle to narrow the gap between himself and the shooter. He made it difficult for the shooter to shoot his normal shot, and that threw him off.
He doesn't go for the fake. Houston dialing long distance. Good for 3.
Left in the second quarter.
Bowen from point-blank range at the basket.
To number 8.
They have no more fouls to give.
Foul in the last 2 minutes.
Good on the first. Bowen sinks them both. Mason returns now for the Spurs.
Roger Mason
advances up court. Sprewell surrounded. Finger rolls, no good. They continue to go all out on the defensive board.
This is the type of effort that coaches love to see. If the effort is there, the results will come.
Number 50 posting up. The turnaround's good. Johnson working from the right side. Mason from downtown. The Spurs lead by 3. Houston played by Mason. That's a mismatch there, Zah.
Marv, the defender is going to have his hands full trying to stop his man. There's just too many ways he can score.
He tees it up. Can't hit for 2. Thomas is there. Drains the 3.
Houston continues to make it a long night for his defender. He's just too good offensively for the other team to assign a player like that to try and defend him.
Less than 24 now. The shot clock is turned off. 14 seconds showing on the clock. Five seconds left in the quarter. The perimeter shot is off the mark. So the second quarter comes to a close. Great action in the first half.
This is a resilient team and deserve full credit for tying up the score before the half. Outstanding basketball, Mark.
Here are the key players at the half. Parker with the sound defense. He blows the layup. Another rebound by Duncan.
Parker is showing us a prime example of how to contribute without scoring. He's the playmaker right now, setting his teammates up with some well-placed passes for the assist.
Wallace clocks to 5 on the mark with that jumper. Parker with the ball. Pulling up. Misses the 2. Gets his hands on his first board of the game. Brings it up court. Wallace sets it up near the top. Woods with the delivery. Finger rolls it for 2. Parker is whistled for a backcourt violation.
The players without the ball have to do a better job of helping out and relieving the pressure.
Williams called for stepping out of bounds. Parker advances the ball. Mason guarded by Woods. He doesn't bite on the fake. Harrington with the block. Number 50 recovers the loose ball. Mason is not buying. Ball's passed around by the Knicks. 10 seconds to get a shot off.
Woods getting the defender to leave his feet that time. Set himself up nicely for that jump shot.
Solid defensive play by Harrington. He doesn't go for the fake. Only 5 left on the shot clock. Has to shoot. Hits it with a second left. That was great timing by Duncan. Parker didn't bite on that one. Down to 3. Williams, not a lot of space. Jumper doesn't go.
Number 50 has been a force so far in this game on the defensive boards. His athleticism and his physicalness have really been on display in this game.
Gets 2 with the finger roll. Advances up court. He leaves his feet. Wallace shooting, comes up empty.
Bowen was able to contest that shot and force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense from him right now.
Wallace, unshakable, denies his man any entry to the key. What a move! Tim Duncan. The delivery by Williams. Harrington with the answer at the other end. Parker picked up by Woods. With the pull-up, the 2's no good. He collects the miss. Woods working from the middle. One-hands it. the jumper.
Parker is really seeing the court well tonight. He's doing a great job of setting up his teammates.
Setting it up. The nice fake. Woods up with the shot. Misses from just inside the arc.
Duncan used his size to take away the clean look and forced him into that miss.
New York foul.
Counted, and he'll go to the line for one more.
The contact was made, he compensated for it, and he earns himself a trip to the line for the potential three-point play.
Shooting one, Bruce Bowen.
Bowen hit the foul shot, and it's a three-point play.
Monty Williams.
Brings it up court. They are sharing the ball on the offensive end. Harrington, with time winding down, doesn't fall from the left of the circle.
Duncan got the pass down low and did a nice job of completing the basket.
The Knicks take a time. The Knicks attempt to get back in this game with a much-needed shuffle of personnel out on the floor. Shot clock is down to 5. The shot down to 2. Hits the 2. Parker bringing it up court, setting it up on the right. Guarded closely by Sprewell.
That was an example of solid interior defense.
That's right, Czar. He did not allow a clean look at the basket. Mason up on the shooter, hits from the perimeter.
Houston gets the bucket with the defense right in his face. What a shot.
Here's Parker. The Spurs go up by 4. Clock's at 3. He puts one up. It's good with 1 on the clock. Williams from up close. That's team foul number 2 on the Knicks. Makes the first. Williams makes both free throws. Sprewell sets it up near the middle. From the paint, the Knicks trail by 2. Duncan right at the basket.
Defensive foul.
Duncan is fouled on the shot, and he is sent to the line. Can't hit the first. Duncan hits 1 of 2 from the line. Sprewell being played by Parker. Sprewell with 5 on the clock. Parker at the rim. Too much contact. Could not adjust in time to make it fall. The Knicks pass it around, looking for a hole in the defense. Houston on the pull-up, can't make the long 2.
The Spurs are still very focused on getting every rebound at the defensive end.
They've continued to be very active on the glass in this contest. Flushes it down. Setting it up. Houston from in close hits the finger roll. That was a disappointing play on the defensive end.
Where was the help? Someone should have rotated to cut off the penetration.
He He shoots. Williams bothered by Tippins. No good off the tip.
A nice job of getting to that miss for the basket.
That's a tough matchup.
His defender will definitely have his hands full trying to guard him.
Sprewell with the open look. Yes,
into the game for the
Spurs want a
San Antonio
timeout.
Spurs. Number 12, Bruce Bowen. In the third quarter.
He did a terrific job of going at the ball handler and come up with the steal.
Bowen comes up with it.
And they run it back up court. A nice defensive stop that time, using his quick hands to get the steal.
Mason with the notion to fire. No good from the right of the circle. Sets it up. Launches from the perimeter. Good for three. Parker handling. From the post, he had difficulty getting a good look. The defender played that pretty well.
He was right up on him, put a hand in his face, and forced the adjustment. Anytime a shooter adjusts mid-rhythm, the chances of him hitting it go way down.
He misses the lane. He hustles it down. Weatherspoon is whistled for the foul, his second personal.
Weatherspoon. That's the first foul in the final 2 minutes.
Bowen being guarded closely. No good. Controls another rebound. He tees it up.
Wallace made the right decision, Mark. He made sure the offensive player didn't get an easy basket.
Bowen sinks it from the line. Wallace with his first rebound of the game. Houston setting it up. Counted for two. They've switched the shot clock off. Setting it up on the left. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Mason tries the jumper. No good from the right of the circle. So after three, the Knicks lead by 3.
They can't afford to relax, Marv. This is still a close game.
It won't be easy to protect the lead down the stretch. Parker working from the middle. Parker is met by Williams. Only 5 to get a shot off. Beats the clock. Hits it with a second left.
Ginóbili is doing a nice job of finding the open player for the assist.
Weatherspoon setting up down low. Sinks the jumper. Ten seconds to get a shot off. Ginóbili lets it go from the perimeter. Can't get it to drop. Another rebound secured by Duncan. The Spurs trying to find the open man. He bites on the fake. 5 on the shot. Oh, it's denied. The loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks.
Number 23, Marcus Camby.
Ginóbili elevates. The 3 doesn't go.
This team is doing the right things on defense.
The shooter was pressured into a tough three-pointer by Sprewell. Woods tries the 3. No good from three-point land.
He did a nice job of poking it away from the dribbler and coming up with the steal.
Setting it up. Gets it off, misses the 2. Fires from the perimeter. The 3 is off the mark. Advances up court. Ginóbili covered by Williams. Shot clock is down to 5. 4 to shoot. Finds the basket from in close.
Ginóbili with a beautiful alley-oop. They made eye contact and he delivered it perfectly.
Williams with the ball. Camby closely guarded. Camby answers at the other end. Ginóbili sets it up near the top. Woods challenges the shot. Misfires from 3. He brings it down. It's good from downtown.
For 3.
Seconds showing on the shot clock. Here's Sprewell. Can't hit from downtown. Number 50 able to chase it down. Ginóbili sets it up near the middle. Duncan getting inside position.
They tried for an alley-oop but came away empty-handed. It may have been mistimed a little bit on that play.
throws it down. Tim Duncan. Puts it up from downtown. Drains the three.
For three.
Ginóbili defended by Woods. Ginóbili with the find.
He comes up with another assist. He has really done a nice job of keeping his teammates involved tonight.
Off the mark from the post. He is doing a fantastic job on the defensive end, Czar.
He hasn't shied away from the physical play, and he's been able to come away with the missed shots.
Clock's at 4. Clock's at 3.
Number 50.
It counts and the foul.
Ginóbili is showing some spectacular passing right now. The perfect delivery on that alley-oop.
Shooting one for the Spurs. Number 50.
The Spurs could not come up with the free throw. He doesn't bite on the fake. Camby working on his defender. Only 5 left on the shot clock. From the low block, a second. Comes up empty. Camby with the helper. Able to finger roll. Timeout is
San Antonio.
a pair of subs coming in for the Spurs.
34. Menke Batur. Into the game for the Knicks. Number 20. Allan Houston.
Elevates. The two's no good. He's able to grab hold of the ball.
He's immovable in there once he establishes his position.
And a timeout.
San Antonio.
Two substitutions being made by the Spurs.
Malik Rose into the game for the New York Knicks. Number 40, Kurt Thomas.
They're going to turn the ball over unless they start making smarter passes.
Shot clock is down to 5. Ginóbili, little room to move. Jumper's off the mark.
Thomas extended himself there to force him into the difficult shot.
With the emphatic dunk. Dial, played by Ward. Here's Ginóbili. He blows the layup. Dial with a hustle play. Brings it up court. 5 on the shot clock. The 2's no good. Sprewell releasing, no good from the right of the circle. Ginóbili gets inside, finger rolls, good. Setting it up on the right. Houston with the jumper, comes up with 2.
Timeout for San Antonio.
Daniels steps in from the bench for the Spurs.
Antonio Daniels.
The Spurs taking their time and getting that extra touch. Shot clock. Oh, what a block. Rose with 4 on the clock. With the tomahawk, a spectacular finish. Only 5 to get a shot off. Diaz rises up.
The Knicks are doing an outstanding job of boxing out and keeping the offensive team off the glass.
No good from the right of the circle. The strong finish. Kurt Thomas.
Let's see that again from a different angle.
The assist to number 3, Boris Diaw.
Thomas from down low can't hit for 2. With the facial, Boris Diaw. With the pull-up, hits for 2.
Houston showing no hesitation that time. He knew he had the upper hand in that matchup.
The setup by Diaz. The deep 2 is good. Finds the mark over the taller defender.
All he needed was a little daylight. He saw it. His defender wasn't in position to use his height advantage. He comes away with a basket.
Sets it up. Patience being shown by the Spurs. Thomas stays on his feet. One hands it. Bars Diaw. The Knicks looking to set something up. They call a timeout. Denied by Diaw. Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. Diaw with his foot over the line. We are approaching the 40-second mark. Out of bounds after this. Hits it for three.
Bowen able to avoid the block. Drain that shot. What a play.
Here's Camby.
Marcus Camby.
They've used their last foul.
Number 21, Charlie Ward. First foul in the final.
The shot clock's been turned off. Ward gives the intentional and is called for a second personal.
They are now in the penalty.
Johnson able to hit from the line. Johnson sinks them both. Camby lets it go. Can't make the long two. The Spurs crashing the defensive glass.
The opposition doesn't even have a chance of getting to the ball. They're just being outfought for position on every shot.
The clock's run out.
The Spurs pick up the win on their home court. A good all-around effort.
They should be very pleased with the win. Here's tonight's player of the game. Here are the stats for tonight's game.